Are you ready to embark on an exciting journey through the final frontier? Well, you have come to the right place, because in this video we are about to spill the warp plasma on everything we know about Star Trek Prodigy Season 2. But hold on to your communicator badges, because there is a big twist in this tale that we will reveal later on in the video. You're not going to believe what's happening to this animated gem. So make sure to watch until the end to find out all of the exciting details. Now allow us to show you everything we know about Star Trek Prodigy Season 2. What is Star Trek Prodigy? Created by the talented Kevin and Dan Hageman, Prodigy introduced Star Trek to a whole new generation while also delighting longtime fans. This joint production between Paramount Plus and Nickelodeon told a thrilling story in its first season about 6 alien kids who found the USS Protostar and chose to live by the principles of Starfleet. Their mentor was none other than the hologram of the legendary Captain Janeway, voiced by the iconic Kate Mulgrew. But that's not all. Vice Admiral Captain Janeway herself showed up, also played by Mulgrew. She came searching for her old friend, Captain Chakotay from Voyager, voiced by Robert Beltran. The Protostar's young crew faced an evil plot by villains Essentia and the Diviner to destroy Starfleet. But their destiny is far greater, if only Starfleet will accept these unlikely heroes. Now you won't believe what happens next, so keep your eyes peeled, for there is more exciting news on Star Trek Prodigy. It is coming soon, and you won't want to miss it. Why Star Trek Prodigy was cancelled by Paramount Plus. Now you might be wondering why Paramount Plus canceled Prodigy. Prodigy was canceled as part of Paramount Plus's merger with Showtime. Even worse, the show and other canceled series were removed from Paramount Plus entirely in just a few days. This was truly devastating news that no Star Trek fan saw coming. Prodigy Season 2 is already in production and apparently still completed post-production, but the new episodes did not end up streaming on Paramount Plus after all. Despite being a collaboration with Nickelodeon, Season 2 didn't air on that network either. Prodigy was left without a home. The show's executive producers shared the upsetting update on X, writing, "Star Trek has taught my brother and me to strive for a better future, while news of Star Trek Prodigy not returning to Paramount Plus is disappointing." Now, producer Aaron J. Waltke also clarified that the team planned to finish making Season 2, tweeting, "Obviously, there is not much I can say. Everyone on the cast and crew loves Star Trek Prodigy deeply. I have noticed some misleading headlines, so all I can do is point to this particular part of the press release. We are completing Season 2 on schedule and seeking a new home." Now, according to Variety, the decision was data-driven, though no specifics were given as to why Prodigy and other shows got the axe. This mirrored similar moves by Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, and others to cut costs by deleting content. Months ago, Paramount Plus removed other titles like Coyote, The Real World, and even The Twilight Zone. But the cancellation of a successful, beloved Star Trek series, specifically aimed at younger viewers, was especially shocking. The show seemed poised to bring new fans into the Star Trek universe. While Paramount Plus saw major changes since the merger, no one expected them to abandon a key series that connected the franchise to future generations. Star Trek Prodigy finds new life on Netflix. So keep watching, as this one's going to surprise you. On October 11th, 2023, executive producers Kevin and Dan Hageman, along with Star Trek producer Alex Kurtzman, announced that Star Trek Prodigy's new home is Netflix. And that's not all, as they also confirmed that all 20 episodes of Star Trek Prodigy Season 1 will be streaming on Netflix later this year. This happy news caps off 4 months of uncertainty and a relentless and hopeful campaign by Star Trek Prodigy fans, which includes buying the Season 1 Blu-ray collections, nearly 34,000 fans signing an online fan petition, and even flying a hashtag Save Star Trek Prodigy banner over the headquarters of several streaming services in Los Angeles, including Netflix. So what will be the release schedule on Netflix? It's currently unknown how Star Trek Prodigy Season 1 episodes will be released by Netflix, as the streamer's model usually involves dropping every episode of a TV series on the same day and date. Paramount Plus followed a weekly release model for its Star Trek series, although Star Trek Prodigy Season 1 was also released in two 10-episode halves in late 2021 and late 2022. It is possible Netflix could drop all 20 episodes of Star Trek Prodigy Season 2 simultaneously, or break up the season in 10-episode parts. But a weekly release model for Star Trek Prodigy Season 1 could also happen on Netflix. Whatever the release strategy, this is an exciting new chapter for the animated Trek series. After being abruptly canceled and removed from Paramount Plus, Prodigy has found that new perfect home on Netflix, which also caters to younger viewers who are drawn to the show's youthful characters and tone. Prodigy was facing oblivion after the Paramount Plus merger, but thanks to fan support and the belief of its producers, it now has a future. Keep watching as there is still more to your favorite series, Star Trek Prodigy. Star Trek Prodigy's bright future on Netflix. So Netflix does seem like the ideal home for Star Trek Prodigy, which could benefit the series in numerous ways. Netflix's global reach is greater than Paramount Plus's, as is its brand name as the leader in streaming, and having its own Star Trek series is great for both brands. As evidenced by series like Avatar: The Last Airbender, Cobra Kai, and Suits, those already existing shows reached a much bigger audience when Netflix acquired them and the streamer turned them into worldwide hits. The same could potentially happen for Star Trek Prodigy. Netflix will introduce the ragtag teenage crew of the USS Protostar to its audience in 2023 before Star Trek Prodigy Season 2's episodes arrive in 2024. As Kevin and Dan Hageman and Aaron J. Waltke have pointed out, much of the credit for Star Trek Prodigy being saved by Netflix goes to the fans, whose dedication and tireless efforts helped find Prodigy a new streaming home. With a bigger potential audience on Netflix, Prodigy could grow into an even bigger hit. This youth-oriented Trek series now has the chance to inspire the next generation of Star Trek fans on a popular global platform. Between the weekly release model building anticipation and the binge model allowing quick immersion, Netflix offers flexibility. Prodigy suddenly seems to have an even brighter future than when it first launched on Paramount Plus. After the triumphs and trauma of saving Prodigy from oblivion, the best is surely yet to come. Netflix picking up the show proves that the efforts of producers and fans have paid off. Prodigy has been granted new life and a new mission where the sky is the limit. What will Star Trek Prodigy Season 2 be about? Star Trek Prodigy Season 1's finale left with multiple exciting story threads to follow up on. Admiral Janeway will bring the Protostar's former crew with her when she goes into an alternate future timeline to rescue Captain Janeway. In addition, Gwyn traveled to Solum in the 24th century to try to prevent the civil war that will erupt after the Val Nakat make first contact with Starfleet. Star Trek Prodigy's producers released 4 minutes of Season 2 footage at STLV that revealed the Doctor, Robert Picardo from Star Trek Voyager, is joining the series, and they also debuted the brand new Lamar-class USS Voyager A. Aaron J. Waltke has also teased a great deal about Star Trek Prodigy Season 2 on Twitter X, including how Season 2 will tie together every Star Trek series and that one episode will follow up a classic Star Trek rivalry. Prodigy's entire voice cast, led by Kate Mulgrew, Brett Gray, Ella Purnell, and including Jason Mantzoukas, D. Bradley Baker, Riley Elazraqui, and Angus Emery, will return for Star Trek Prodigy Season 2. And Jamila Jamil and Jimmy Simpson may reprise villains Essentia and Deadnock as well. So it is safe to expect even more surprises at Star Trek Legacy actors providing the voices and reprising classic characters and aliens as well. From the moment our favorite gang of intergalactic misfits took control of the USS Protostar, high-octane adventure with twists and turns aplenty was always on the cards. As Season 1 ended, its finale left many an unanswered question, with Season 2 promising to solve the puzzled cries of the fandom. Following the self-destruction of the Protostar, it seems as if Season 2 will revolve largely around the exploration of the subsequent wormhole created by the event. With the wormhole came the confirmation that Gwyn's homeland of Solum now has 2 versions, and given that was her destination as she left during Season 1's finale, it could mean her role in the show is not done just yet. Beyond this, Admiral Janeway is on the hunt to save Captain Janeway in an alternate timeline, which promises to bring much more time-bending sci-fi concepts to Star Trek Prodigy. It looks as if Season 2 will be much grander in both scope and concept than Season 1, but detailed sci-fi postulations have never been a problem for Star Trek lovers to digest previously, so expect nothing less from Season 2. Star Trek Prodigy Season 2 release date on Netflix. Star Trek Prodigy Season 2 will be released on Netflix in 2024 at a yet-to-be-determined date. With the Netflix deal, the global Netflix audience will be able to discover all 20 Season 2 episodes in 2024. At the STLV 57-year mission convention in August, executive producers Kevin and Dan Hageman and Aaron J. Walke said that they targeted completion of all Star Trek Prodigy Season 2 episodes by the end of 2023. This means that every episode will be done by the time Netflix releases Star Trek Prodigy Season 2 in 2024, although it also lends credence to the theory that Netflix could release all 20 Season 2 episodes at once. And on all this, one fan said, "I really love the chemistry and camaraderie between Sean and Ellie. I really hope we can get more videos with both of them together. More Ellie guest spots on Ups and Downs, please. Also, I'd really love to see Naomi Wildman show up on Prodigy. I think her character would be perfect to have the viewpoint of someone who was basically raised by Starfleet. So thrilled about this," wrote another fan. "Honestly, I would have followed it anywhere. It even went if I had to subscribe to another streaming service. But since I already have Netflix, it's even better." Another user also wasn't shying away from the news and said, "It is so great that the drive to save Prodigy has succeeded. A big part of that success is due to both Sean and Ellie and their tireless efforts on here. So thank you both so much for all that you do." Now, while we wait for Star Trek Prodigy Season 2 release and more fun, you will be interested to see Star Trek Legacy is going to change everything. So watch this video next.